Hi, welcome back to Chord Fusion. Today we are focusing on one of the most important concepts in music theory, the major scale. As your guitar teacher, I'll guide you through what the major scale is, how it's constructed, and why it's such a fundamental part of music. By the end of this lesson, you will understand everything about the major scale. So let's dive in. What is the major scale? The major scale is a 7-note scale that forms the foundation for a lot of the music we listen to. It's built from a series of intervals and gives the scale its signature happy or bad sound. What are whole and half steps? A whole step is equal to 2 frets on the guitar. So if you move from one note to another note, that is 2 frets away, you have moved a whole step. Let's take an example. If we move from note C to D, it will be a whole step because we are skipping the note C sharp and we are moving directly to D. A half step is equal to 1 fret on the guitar. So moving from one note to a note that is just 1 fret away is a half step. Let's take an example of a half step. If we move from note C to C sharp, it is our half step because we are not skipping any note between them. Or if we move from note D to D sharp or E to F, it is also our half step. Remember one thing, if we are skipping a single note between two notes, then it is our whole step. And if we are not skipping a note between two notes, then it is our half step. How the major scale is built. The major scale follows a specific pattern of whole and half steps. This pattern is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. This means start with a whole step, then another whole step, then a half step, then another whole step, followed by 3 more whole steps, and finally end with a half step. The C major scale. Let's apply this pattern to the C major scale. The notes in this scale are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. So start from the note C on the 3rd fret of the 5th string and follow the pattern of whole and half steps. C to D, whole step, 2 frets. D to E, whole step, 2 frets. E to F, half step, 1 fret. F to G, whole step, 2 frets. G to A, whole step, 2 frets. A to B, whole step, 2 frets. B to C, half step, 1 fret. Let's look at each note in the G major scale, which is G, whole step, A, whole step, B, half step, C, whole step, D, whole step, E, whole step, F sharp, and half step, G. Instead of playing them on the same string, try this. G, which is on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, then A on the 5th fret, then B, which is on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, then C, which is on the 3rd fret, then D, which is on the 5th fret, then E, which is on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, then F sharp, which is on the 4th fret, and G, which is a root note. Notice how each note follows the whole and half step pattern we just discussed. How to practice the major scale. Start by practicing this pattern slowly, paying attention to the whole and half steps between each note. Play each note one at a time, ensuring each one rings clearly. Once you are comfortable, you can increase the speed and even try playing the scale backward, like this. You can use a metronome for practice. Then increase the speed gradually. Then play it backward. After you get the major scale down, you can use it for soloing, creating melodies, or understanding the structure of songs. In future lessons, we'll dive deeper into scale modes and intervals to help you expand your musical vocabulary. So grab your guitar and start practicing the major scale by understanding the whole and half step pattern. Take it slow, be consistent, and enjoy the process. Good luck.